Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bogged and Lockdown. This is Harish.
And this is Maciej, and this is a Q&A episode where we're going to answer the questions that you have submitted.
Our blooper episode only came out yesterday. It's up on IGTV and it's up on YouTube as well. So if you haven't looked at it, please go ahead and look at it. And if you did like it, give us a like and follow as well.
Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel and give a comment on any suggestions that you may have for future episodes or questions that you want answered for the Q&A.
So without further ado, let's dig in.
First up, some people found exams to be tough during Corona period and some people found it to be an advantage. So question is, how did you feel about your own situation when you tried to do your exams, Harish?
I suppose it's a bit of both, but it'll be leaning more towards the tough side of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I remember when college shut, when it was back in March, I think it was, that I was working at that time as well, and I was working, not full-time, but, I was working a good bit overtime, and that kind of played a role as well, because when I was going to college, I was kind of balancing out work and college, but when college closed, I was kind of, not forced, but more entitled to go to work for a longer period of time because I had more time simply, okay? And as a result, I did start to feel a bit tough because I did have a lot of workload because since all the colleges were shut, I was starting to get a lot of assignments, a lot of stuff I had to do at home simply, a lot of projects as well. And it was just really, really tough. And I didn't have the resources because I do a computer engineering course, yourself, and for that you do need powerful computers, and I can't do the basic stuff on my laptop. Just simple as. Not just me, a lot of people like me, they don't have internet, they don't have a suitable environment, they don't have a quiet environment, and they don't have the facilities, just say it. Because whenever you're in college, you can just go to the library, get your stuff, and get whatever you need, come back and just sit down and study. You have an environment. They've given you an environment to study in.
You could also go ask one of your
lecturers, is it?
Lecturers,
exactly. I could go and ask anyone. I can just go ask
or
for
your
help.
friends
or my friends. I can go ask for help. But now, once the college was shut, I was forced to just stay at home and focus on the resources I have with me. Do you know what I mean? I can only use what I have with me instead of going out and trying to find stuff. And that did play a massive role. I did the exams. I had exams at home, but I wouldn't say it's my best effort because it did the corona did hinder my abilities, you can say. And moving on to the advantages side, it did give me a good bit of time to kind of improve myself and learn other stuff, because before I wouldn't have gotten the time or the chance to kind of focus on myself, to focus on stuff that interests me. But Corona did give me a chance to do so, and I suppose it's a bit of both. But it's definitely leaning towards the tough aspect of it.
Unlike you, for me, when the Corona hit, I didn't work. I didn't have a job because I got fired before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So going into the Corona, I had no job, and so I had a lot of free time. Also, there was one subject which I didn't show up to a lot of the labs. And and the lecturer decided to bump up the points for the labs to 50%, and I only showed up to a few. So
50%?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I lost about 30% in that.
That's a big chunk.
So that was one tough subject, but for the rest of the modules, I found it actually easier because I like working alone. I know you you do sitting at home and kind of doing it yourself rather than going into a class, sitting there and learning. I just prefer to I could use my internet, I could research topics and learn from that. I also, like you said, worked on myself a lot. I've tried to improve as a human being overall. And we got a lot of motivation during this period to even start the podcast.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's one thing I forgot to mention as well. The amount of motivation you get during these times is just incomparable to whatever you get if you were just normal, like
Normal
following
life,
your
yeah.
normal life.
Because you have a routine, you have a set routine.
Yeah.
But now we're kind of thrown off, so we have to find our own new routines.
Yeah.
Think of new possible like routes we could take.
Could I ask you, would you think this podcast series would have existed if Corona didn't exist? Oh wait, did I word that right? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
It may have existed, but it would take a long time for it to actually formulate.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Like, it would have taken a longer time for us to actually like get up and running.
Yeah.
But the fact that we had the time and we had the motivation.
Yeah.
And we had the resources.
Exactly.
Not all the resources, but certain, like, the basics.
Yeah, we're still learning on how this all works.
Yeah. So, yeah. Moving on to the second question. What's your plan for the future, especially with the way in which the world is headed these days?
I'm probably just gonna finish my degree in computer science.
Where are you doing computer science? Oh, you're doing TUD, is it?
TUD, yes. The city campus.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good course. I enjoy it so far, but it's gonna get tougher. When I finish that, I'm gonna probably look for like job opportunities in the gaming section or the animation sections.
Why do you want to go into gaming? I'm not slagging, I'm just saying.
I've been playing video games and just like researching games in general all my life basically. So it's the course. It's the most interesting topic to me in general, and if I get an opportunity to work in like a high-end company in America, Ireland or Poland, I would probably take it.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to go either to America.
Which part?
Silicon Valley. Probably. Or
it's not the most ideal place. Now, I mean, the place is good, but like, not the most ideal place to live in.
Oh yeah, well, it's the job opportunity, which is gonna...
Oh, it's not. It's more of the job that interests you, not
Yeah.
the other
No,
stuff. Yeah, fair enough.
Or go back to Poland, which actually would be more ideal than anything, because I could go back to my family and still have a job which I would really enjoy.
That's a pretty good plan as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, I have the language, and if I would move somewhere, I would probably move with my family.
Yeah.
Like with my parents. So they would also have the language. They wouldn't need to like improve their English, for example, in Ireland, or in America. This is, and Ireland. I guess that there is a job opportunity in like also like a section of a major company, because most of the companies in Ireland that are gaming related are not big.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Ireland wouldn't be known for like games, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like it would be known for like IT related stuff.
IT,
but
like engineering type of things.
Yeah.
Like Intel, for example.
Yeah, but like I don't think it would be. I might be wrong, but I don't think it would be known for like gaming related stuff.
Game centric.
Yeah. If you ask me that question, like I said it before and I'm saying it again, like my goal will never change. It's like I want to be a police officer. I want to be a guard.
Yeah.
Okay, so easy, like to put it properly. And yeah, I'm hoping to finish college and go into the guards, hopefully. But with that being said, if the guards do actually start hiring or recruiting, I should say, during my time in college, I'd probably apply. And if I do actually get in, I'm not gonna say drop out, but I'm gonna say probably leave with not a degree, but like what's the other word? Higher certificate or a diploma even.
Well, can you get that?
I'm not sure, but I'd find my way around it.
Yeah,
I'd find
you're
something. Yeah,
pretty smart about that.
Yeah, I'll find my way around it, and yeah, it's always what I always wanted to do. Because if you look at Ireland as a whole, yeah, I'm from a migrant family, okay?
Yeah.
You know yourself, I'm from India. My family's from India, and if you look at Ireland as a whole, the number of migrant families living in Ireland isn't much, yeah. And out of those migrant families, the number of people going into the government departments,
yeah,
like you have your guards, you have your army, you have your defence forces, yeah, you have your fire brigade, you have your government departments, right? Other than the health sector,
yeah,
there's not much going into those, yeah. And basically, I thought that if I was to put myself forward and like get into one of these departments,
Yeah.
so I wanted to be a guard, like I always wanted to be a guard. And if I was to put myself, I'd essentially be acting as a role model. Yeah. Like, I'd be acting as a role model, and like someone hopefully would follow my footsteps, right? Not much, but like at least one or two would.
Yeah.
Right, and that would probably empower them and kind of like bring themselves up in society. And yeah, that's one of the main reasons I would.
Are you aiming to be like a Garda commissioner?
That's my end goal. Yeah. I do want to be a commissioner.
So like, I don't know if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Premise.
I do want to be a commissioner one day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd keep going until then.
Yeah.
Like, I know some people might say like I'm gonna get slagged because of my ethnic background. Yeah. But like, it comes with the job. Yeah, like I'm signing up for it, knowing the risks.
Yeah.
And hazards, and like it's something I have to face on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like, I am gonna get slagged, like slagged, but you know.
Next question. What's your card number?
Oh yeah, it's
And what's your expiry date?
It's.
And what about your CVV? Thank you.
Moving on to the second and last question. Have you experienced racism in Ireland? And if so, could you please describe how it felt? Maciej?
I can't really answer this question since I haven't really experienced racism or anything like that.
You're joking,
I experienced discrimination though.
You're joking, right?
What?
You haven't experienced racism?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I've experienced discrimination. There was a certain period of time where people were like saying that Polish people steal their jobs. But aside from that, I haven't really experienced anything.
Really?
Yeah.
And like, when people do say stuff like that,
yeah,
how do you feel? Like, how does it affect you? Like, does it affect you in a positive way or in a negative way?
It actually affects me positively because I just know
you know you're better.
I'm trying to be better. I am better. So
yeah, fair enough. For me, I suppose I might have touched on this before when I was answering the future plans question, but like I did experience racism before. Like,
is it major or?
I wouldn't say major. It's the usual here. Yeah. Like,
what's the usual? Since I haven't.
Like, people slagging your colour and like the country you're from. Yeah. Now, I don't know why people slag me for my country, because people are saying I wouldn't even consider myself Indian, because like I was never born there, never lived there. The only connection I have with India is my parents.
Yeah.
And like, people do call you stuff, not realising where you're actually from.
Yeah.
Like, the best example would be, now I don't want to keep this, it is going to be controversial, but like, I'm not trying to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Simple matter is, do you know that India and Pakistan split, yeah? Like,
somewhat, yes.
Yeah. So basically, India and Pakistan was known as India, yeah?
Yeah.
Before 1947, and that's when India got its independence. And there are people that are born in certain parts of India.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after independence, the place they were born and the place they live in now became Pakistan.
Yeah.
What would you call them? Now, keep in mind, if you call them the wrong thing, you're going to get a punch across the face. What would you call them? Yeah, it's my question to you. I always have this debate with everyone. Like, people start calling me Indian, yeah?
Yeah.
And the main reason they're calling me Indian is because of my colour.
Yeah.
And like, I it's not just racist people, yeah.
Yeah.
It's by normal people as well. I'm not trying to give out to those people. Like, I wouldn't blame them, because that's how they've been growing up, and that's what people have been saying the entire time. But before you call someone something, right, like, you've got to think, are they actually from that? Now, coming back to the question I asked you, what would you call those people? People that were born in India before pre-independence, okay? After independence, that area became known as modern day Pakistan. What would you call them? And keep in mind, if you call them the wrong thing, you're going to get a slap across the face.
See, it depends on what they want to be called.
Yeah. Bang on. That's the same. See, I wouldn't want to be called Indian. Like, not that I have anything against India, but it's not who I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I do have a Indian origin. I am from India. Like, my family is from India, but I'm not Indian. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I consider myself mostly Irish because I've been living here basically my entire life, like, as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Like, I've never lived in India. I have no thing. And yeah, now moving back onto the question, have I experienced racism? Yes, I have. I moved here when I was 2, and which was 2003-ish, 2004-ish.
Yeah.
And from then on, from that time, I'd say to around 2009, late 2010, there was a lot of racism, especially in the area I live in. Yeah, I'm not going to mention the area, but especially in the area I live in. Yeah, and it's not everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the people are brilliant people, like very friendly, very loving people.
What's the saying? One bad apple ruins the bunch.
One bad apple ruins the bunch. Yeah, exactly. Bang on. What I'm trying to say is, like, it's not everyone.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, everyone in the area is like very loving, very friendly, very caring people. Like people you'll never see anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's those certain individuals that give everyone
A bad name.
the bad name, and it's those certain individuals that are racist. Yeah. And I have experienced them. I've experienced it. My mom and dad have experienced it. And my grandparents who came over, they've experienced it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from after 2010, it started to go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, surprisingly, it did actually go down. Like, it went from a solid 70 to 80% to, like, now it's at like 5%. Like, I haven't experienced.
Why?
Like the amount of times I've been called stuff.
Okay.
It's gone from 80% of the time.
Oh damn.
Down to, I'd say, I've never been called anything since 2010.
Yeah.
Like, in school and all, I'd probably get called something just for the crack. But, like, I wouldn't take that seriously because I know myself. And even if someone does call me something these days, I wouldn't care because I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know where I'm from. And I know that I'm better than them. And I do know that I'm going to be more successful than them.
What are the typical slags you get?
Typical slags.
Yeah.
I don't want to be saying on record because, like, there are people that don't want to
fair.
be... They'll be offended by this. But it's basically like people slagging their colour.
Okay.
Okay? And people do get mixed up. Like, I have been called certain terms that are... I don't want to say it again.
Yeah,
it is pretty
yeah.
thing. But, like, again, that was back in the day. Like, these days, there isn't not much. Like, to be honest, it's zero. And that's one of the reasons why we want to become a police officer.
Yeah.
Like a guard. Because, like, kind of changed the tide.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the tide, that's the word, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my experience of racism.
Yep. I think this is a wrap. We're out of questions. What do you think, Harish?
Yeah, I think it is. And if our listeners, if anyone does actually have any questions, please do DM us, DM the group, not the group, the
Instagram page.
Instagram page or one of us.
Yep.
And we'll have your question up on the next episode as well. So, yeah.
Or leave your comments down below on the YouTube video.
Or IGTV.
Or IGTV, which is part of Instagram.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and YouTube respectively.
Yeah. And if you do like what you heard, please do give us a shout out and do share our stuff on your story as well, if that's too much to ask.
Yeah, we'll really appreciate it, and
because we are growing and we do need all the support and encouragement. And yeah, if you do like what you heard, please do send let us know your feedback and suggestions, and don't forget to like and subscribe and do follow us. That's it. Signing off, this is Harish.
This is Maciej.
That's it. Bye bye.
Bye.